Hello and thanks for checking out ChartGuys.com. We're proud to be one of the most successful technical analysis communities online, teaching you the skills to become a more confident, effective, and informed trader. Join our community of hundreds of analysts worldwide working together to learn the charts, generate profit, and achieve financial independence. For access to daily live chart analysis and market coverage, a thriving chat community, along with dozens of hours of exclusive educational materials. We look forward to seeing you. Let's check out some charts. Hey everyone, checking in on MJ. So we have consolidation on CGC on the daily time frame, still pretty healthy at this point. No increasing bear volumes, a good sign. Lower wick showing bulls buying the dip is a good sign. And SPY is doing the same thing the last 2 days, trying to form a bull flag on the daily time frame. Tomorrow's going to be pretty telling in terms of letting us know if that bull flag is likely or if further consolidation is needed, with reference to both SPY and CGC here. So what we're watching on WEED, which has a bit more data with an extra trading day so far this week, is that 4-hour potential head and shoulders pattern that so far the bulls are negating. It would be the left shoulder, the head, and this would be the right shoulder. Pointed out in the last video how the must-hold support short-term was 56.60, and we held that support by 14, or make that 24 cents at the low of the pullback today. So still holding that support, and it's actually a triple low. We can see here 56.55, 56.60, and now 56.84. So that is the important support level in the short term. Resistance, we've got a lower high at 59.59 and then 59.95. Those are the two resistance levels to be watching. And as long as the bulls hold this support, they are just fine in full control of this 4-hour uptrend. Kon on the daily chart today started to see some more pullback, bearish reversal candlestick yesterday, certainly following through with it today. Anything above 1275 keeps the uptrend intact. But there was a clear bear signal today where we had on the hourly time frame consolidation. The low of that consolidation was the low of yesterday. So essentially we had our low, high of the bounce, higher low at the end of the day. And we started this morning, including extended hours, we started with a bull move to set a lower high. And then as soon as we broke support of 1481, it was a very fast drop and we dropped all the way down to 1409. So that ended up being a 5% pullback and a nice bearish opportunity before a bounce at the end of the day, which correlated with the S&P 500 bouncing. Bottom line is we have to change the hourly trend back to bullish in order for our daily higher low to be clearly set. At this point, we bounced significantly off of 1409, but we still need that hourly higher low and then higher high to confirm that that daily higher low has been established. Still certainly anticipating a daily higher low is coming. And we actually did just get some news on Kon after hours. $65 million raised, I believe. I don't have that news handy right now, but check out that news after hours on Kon. We'll see if it has an impact. And actually, we can just check after hours right now. And it is looking like it is an initial bearish reaction to that news, although not very significant, perhaps just a percent or two. We'll see if we get a lower open due to that tomorrow. ACB on the daily time frame, still consolidating, still looking for a daily higher low to be established. As we know, we have to change the hourly trend for that higher low to be established. Anything under 848 is just a little lower high. We can see clear lower highs every day of this pullback. And until we change that, we're still pulling back and consolidating. 821 was support. We dropped down to 817 today. So need a clear hourly trend change. And it's worth watching sometime in the next couple of days. We are expecting the bulls to form that shift in hourly momentum and bounce on the daily. Could be a solid little bounce there. I'd be looking for about maybe 5+%. So keeping an eye out for that. As you can see, the descent is slowing a bit. We're not getting a lot of significant pullback. And the hourly time frame, if I were to draw trend lines, I would be drawing my trend lines. Don't like it there. I would just draw a downtrend line of the last couple lower highs, and I would draw a support line just like that. So a little bit of a descending wedge to be keeping an eye on. We'll see if the bulls can break that tomorrow. ACB does have my attention. APHA on the daily chart, consolidating. So bearish reaction to that offer, and we are looking for a daily higher low to form. Anything above 828 keeps the daily higher lows intact. Have to change the hourly trend for the daily higher low to have been established, and it's just a clear lower high and lower low pattern on the hourly time frame. Anything under 940 is just a lower high. Bulls want to hold 907 and then break 940 to change this hourly trend and have that new daily support level established as the bulls look for continuation. TLRY still pulling back, no sign of a bounce at this point. Gap to fill was 71.94 and we filled that. And now we're looking down at this base of support in the $67, $68 range. You can see we bounced off this level multiple times and we're heading down to it. And if we drop to that level sometime in the next couple days, the 4-hour RSI will be on the verge of oversold. The hourly RSI is closing in on oversold. So just like ACB, we're looking for an hourly trend change to indicate the daily bounce, but we pulled back way more significantly on TLRY than we have on ACB, which is why I'm more interested in ACB, because it's still pretty healthy on the daily time frame overall, considering the move we are coming from, comparative to TLRY, which has given back pretty much 95% of that bull move that it did see from that equilibrium break that we got. Seaweb tried for an all-time high today, got real close, and looking just at the daily time frame, that all-time high is up at 1870, and we got up to 1861 today, 9 cents short, and then a pretty strong pullback with some decent volume behind it. So if we see an hourly lower high and lower low here, if we top out tomorrow morning and then pull back and break 1725, that's a clear indication that we're not going to see an all-time high in the short term, talking about the immediate next couple of days. For the bulls to keep the all-time high hopes alive in the short term, they need to show up tomorrow and make their move to the low $18 range and try and form an hourly equilibrium. So at this point, this is a fairly weak bounce. Look at the volume. Again, we topped out, couldn't break the all-time high. Look at the dump volume, and then look at the bounce volume compared to that dump volume. It doesn't even compare. So very clearly have to see a solid recovery to have a chance at those all-time highs in the short term. If we lose the hourly support level here, the daily time frame, we're just going to be looking for a pullback and a higher low to form compared to 1594. T-God, bulls, nice follow through. So we got the inside bar bull break 2 days ago, yesterday. That happened at 290, and now we made it all the way up to 315. So that's that's about a 22% move from the bull break signal. And on the hourly time frame, consolidating to try and form another higher low. Key short-term support is 299. If we break 299 tomorrow morning, that tells me a daily equilibrium is likely, which would be our high at 319, the low of 277, a lower high at 315, and then if we lose that hourly support, we're going to look to pull back and form a higher low compared to 277. If we can hold that hourly support, bulls will keep their control. We've got resistance at 309 and then 315 and 319 with the key resistance for the bulls to try and see continuation. So pretty much tomorrow morning, break 299 and daily equilibrium is coming, break 309, and the bulls still have a chance to see continuation on the daily time frame. Hexo daily consolidation still underway, started to list and trade on the NASDAQ. I believe it's the NASDAQ. Double check me on that again here on Hexo. But listed on a major U.S. exchange, so getting some more liquidity and exposure that way. But keep in mind that also opens up things to the potential of more shorts coming on. So that's what we've seen in the past with some of these other names, where the first couple days that they list, we see a bit of bearish action. So still consolidating in reaction to the deal of potential dilution, and we have to change the hourly trend to form our daily higher low. So 688 broke, didn't get a whole lot of follow through there. Resistance is 705 and 733. Support is 683 and 667. So the bulls want to form that daily higher low, the sooner the better. Still healthy at this point. There's solid volume behind the last couple candlesticks, but considering where we're coming from, we're not pulling back that much, and we are still anticipating a daily higher low to remain intact. VFF was a standout bull today. Inside bar on the daily broke bullish at 635. It was a really nice tight hourly pattern that gave a clear signal. High, low, lower high, higher low. Pretty much a double top. Still kept support for the bulls. There's your bull break, and that happened middle of the day today. Clear break was 636. Following through and breaking 641 confirmed that strength. And after the bull break of 636, we ended up with a solid 3+% move. Did pull back a little bit towards the end of the day. Hourly 615 is support to maintain the uptrend and to keep the bulls in full control. And the next daily resistances after 658, we're now looking up at 665, and then 680 is the next two resistance levels after that. Very solid bull volume the past couple of days. Hourly uptrend being lost will indicate daily consolidation is coming. If we lose the hourly uptrend, we'll look for a daily higher low to form, but still in control for the bulls at this point. TRST, daily consolidation, big upper wick of profit taking. The hourly support broke first thing this morning, and that's your indication that consolidation is coming. So we started the morning above that support. The bulls tried to see continuation back up to the high of yesterday, couldn't go anywhere, and then we broke support. And as soon as we break 895, that just signaled daily consolidation is continuing, and we ended up pulling back a few percentage points from there. New lower high formed at 888. Support is 867, and then a lack of support under that level. So we could see further downside. Same thing tomorrow. If we break 867 first thing in the morning, further consolidation is coming. Whereas if the bulls are able to break 888 first thing in the morning, we'll be looking for the potential of our daily higher low being established. Another name that's seeing healthy consolidation, no red flags, maintaining the daily uptrend, which is most important, because when these names lose the daily uptrend, we zoom out to the weekly chart, and then we look for weekly consolidation. So that's why the daily uptrend is still so important, with most names keeping that uptrend. Medmen break is imminent, probably tomorrow. Watch for a spike in volume. Break of 4 would be bearish, and resistance is 420 and 434 for the two levels the bulls need to break. You can see the volume is just dropping off for 2 weeks at this point, and a volume spike, if we get a break of $4 or a break of 420, we're probably going to see a high volume day of 800,000 plus shares, indicating that there's follow through behind that move. So things getting extremely tight, and a break is imminent either tomorrow or Friday, and $4 and 420 are the first two levels to be watching. So overall, everybody's holding up well. SPY's holding up well. Oil's holding up well on the daily time frames. We'll see if they can keep that up for the rest of the week. My attention's on ACB for the shift in momentum, looking for that daily higher low to form, but certainly not going to try and force a trade. Need to utilize support levels nearby, and we'll see if 817 acts as a support tomorrow morning. And that's that. Hope you have a good rest of your day. Do some good things out there, and we'll see you tomorrow.